Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching and reacting to a TSB TV video on how India sees the rest of the world. Now, TSB TV, very, very funny channel. I've watched a couple of their videos. I even reacted to one, I want to say a couple months back. Very, very funny channel. I highly recommend it. The link to this video will be in the description down below, so make sure to go and check it out. But yeah, how India sees the rest of the world. India, the number one country to think it's number one. Okay. So here's a video about how India thinks about the rest of the world, countries, and the whole continents combined, because we don't differentiate. Well, let's go ahead and get right to it, yeah?
Many countries view India as the largest democracy in the world because
It's true.
the only
There's a lot of
competition
people.
China is busy building Damar roads in Pakistan, or as the
Damar
fastest
roads in
growing economy in the
Pakistan.
world
Mumbai is when Miami meets Mozambique. Oh my God. Okay.
because the only competition China is busy building Damar roads in Pakistan. The thing is, while Pakistan is busy asking what is India,
What is India?
China is busy spying about how is India.
How is
and
India?
the US, like the sweet little ignorant puppy that they are, is asking, where is India?
Hey, hold up. I know where India is. Now, I can't speak for the rest of the American brothers and sisters that I have, but I know.
It puts the onus on us to talk about how we think about them. In India,
Pakistan.
Pakistan is the national repository
Oh
of
my God. When I first started doing geoguessing and reaction content, like early 2024, when I was doing like Indian Geoguessr, I had so many comments saying I was a Pakistani spy, and I'm like, what are you even talking about? What? Because I would play GeoGuessr, and GeoGuessr is a game where you get placed somewhere random, and I was doing India at the time because India fascinated me, so I was using this video game basically to go around and try to figure out where I was. And I guess people just didn't understand the concept of it. I have a whole channel of it. I mean, this channel started as that, but since I'm doing reaction commentary content, I created a whole second channel. So go check that out. Shameless plug, I guess. Right?
all the bad things in the country, but in a sarcastic way. Here's an example. Let's say you're having a nice cup of tea on the side of the road, and suddenly some guy dumps a pile of trash under an old Vodafone banner. Alrighty, buddy,
Okay.
your ads will forever be missed. And you say
What?
something like, "Oh man, I wish my country was a little cleaner, you know?" And the guy right next to you says, "Oh, you think India is dirty? Why don't you just go to Pakistan?" And spits his tobacco on the footpath and walks away.
Oh man, the whole tobacco spitting stuff is so gross. I also watched a couple videos on that. Um, I don't understand why people do that.
In India, if Sharma ji ka beta is the gold standard for anything, go to Pakistan is the lowest standard.
Now, is this actually true? Is Pakistan just like a worse version like of India? Like is that actually true? Is this really a true thing that people say? Go to Pakistan?
Average Indian has to always navigate between the two every day. And I bet it's the same on the other side of the border too. What we forget is, in spite of all our differences, both of us are absolutely mid when it comes to most of
Battle of Mid was a major battle over two extremely mid entities of forms of media. What?
the stats in the world. But that's India and Pakistan for you. Divided by needless politics, united by piss poor HDI.
Human Development Index?
The world's most mass-produced products. Yes, it's not people anymore. We beat them to it. India views China as a marketplace for
China is full of. Sorry, I'll let him
mass
speak. I don't
production
know
and
why
cheap
I'm
labor,
interrupting him.
which is very rich coming from us. Most people think that the Make in India campaign was to promote indigenous goods, but it was done mainly to fuck with China. It was a very emotional
Is this the logo? I like this logo.
pan-India campaign that read, "You don't get to make 15 different fakes of Rolex and Armani, China. Not anymore. We do." If you ask
That's
the
funny.
other set of Indians on that thoughts about China, they will talk about how your Chinese smartphone, washing machine, underwear, and the terrible looking software have all spies installed in them.
It's true, they do.
Because, of course, that is what the general public is afraid of. That the spies in Beijing will one day know that you typed Sydney Sweeney's tits at 1 a.m. on a Monday.
It's 6 a.m. Let's go ahead and get that done right now. I miss out on my 1 a.m. My 1 a.m. Google search. I'm sorry. What? The first thing that gets pulled up is a Reddit link? Come on, man. What is this? It's literally Reddit pet peeves, posts about Sydney Sweeney's boobs. I come across too many posts of memes about this woman's breasts across the internet. Sure, her boobs are big on the bigger size, but come on, making headlines? It's not like the anime titty level boobs. They're just boobs. Plenty of everyday women have boobs just as big, if not bigger than hers. I'm sure she especially just garners attention for them because she's blonde, young, and attractive. Anyways, she seems like a nice, sweet girl. I honestly just feel bad that so many people have unhealthy fixations on her body like that. I cringe every time I look at any of the comment sections for these kind of posts. I'm sure she's well aware and cringes too. Wow, someone is white knighting uber hard. Cowboy. Oh my god, cowboy. Whoo! Massive levels of cringe. Anyways, onward with the video.
And cried yourself to sleep 3 minutes later. An American actress watched by an Indian audience on a Chinese smartphone. Wow, globalization peaked here, fellas, and we made it happen.
What was that about Jeremy
India
Renner?
mostly has a peaked here, fellas, and we made it
And I can see two globes right here. Jeremy Renner. Did Jeremy Renner really say that? I doubt it.
happen.
All right,
India
here we
mostly
go.
has a one-way relationship with US, and I mean literally, because once they leave for America, most prefer not to come back. It is not surprising to find that Indians follow all their music, know their celebrities by their nicknames.
I don't even know the American celebrities. I'm so much against celebrity culture that I couldn't even tell you half the people here. Taylor Swift, because my mom listens to her. That's the only reason. Justin Bieber. I think Beyonce and Rihanna. That's it. I don't know any of the other ones.
And use their brands to flex on other Indians. The
I
first
don't.
thing
I
that an
don't. I'm
Indian
not a
does
name
after
brand
buying
guy.
a Tesla is tweet Elon, of course. And the second thing
I
he
want a
does
Tesla.
is
I do want a Tesla.
send a picture to his
Personally.
friend in Delhi mentioning how he would fuck the car if it had an engine oil.
Whoa! What? Okay.
The fact is, most Indians know what is happening in Detroit more than what's happening in Chandigarh.
What is going on in Chandigarh? What is this? Is this AI? I don't know.
On the other hand, the only time US gives two shits about India is when Modi has his annual health checkup in US, or when the Democrats fawn over Kamala when she mentions India as part of her childhood backstory.
I'm so glad she didn't win. Like I've been a Democratic voter my entire life, right? But I'm so glad. I didn't think she was gonna. I'm so glad she didn't win. Um, when was this released? January 9th. Okay. So I was like, wait a minute. Why are we still talking about her?
This naturally leads to some Indians resenting the country. So, what do you do when the person you love doesn't love you back? You throw acid on her face, exactly. Acids like they would rather shoot kids than criminals, they love their dogs more than their parents, there are more married couples splitting up than average tumor cells, and please take me in, I'm ready to work for $2 an hour.
$2 an hour. Come on. You at least request the minimum wage of $7.25. Come on. Come on.
Which, to be fair, are all true.
South Korea.
People who are interested in
South Korea. Before we get into it, man. Again, I don't know why I'm interrupting. That's just me. All right. That's just who I am. Anyways, South Korea's, man. They got a whole thing going on with the president and the coup and it's crazy right now.
Korea belong to only two demographics. Any female aged between 13 and 36 who have had
What?
their ovaries burst by solely watching K-dramas, and the 3 guys who invested $1 million in Samsung shares. India is no different, which leaves a huge proportion of the population living fairly decent lives. Most Indians, if you were to ask them, would likely say, "What does it matter, bro? These Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans, they all look the same." And you might say that's racist, which is why I said most Indians.
Most Indians. They just
India
he skips over Africa.
views Russia like that distant cousin who supplies you weed, and so you have to pretend to be friends with him even if he's a little shady. So one day when he starts attacking his neighbors and threatens to kill them, and everyone is looking at you to give a solid statement, you're like, it can't be all that bad, guys. I mean, come on, he loves Jesus. That's a good thing, right? Also, the
What?
more Indians look at Russia's war situation, the more it reminds them of themselves. So, did you look at
What?
Russia? Half their army budget just goes into corrupt government officials.
Oh.
Uh huh. And they have this huge battalion reserve, okay? But most of them are just poorly trained. Mm hmm. And my god, their equipment, they do not work at all. By the way, where did you say you get your guns from? Oh, fuck. The other unfortunate thing about Russia is the way how some Indian men use their women as a derogatory term, and as a feminist,
What?
I absolutely do not stand by it. So, if a woman can be objectified, I say men should be objectified too. I
That's
mean, just look at
wild.
that. Look at that. Look at that. Our
Putin?
men couldn't even
God,
beat
how
it.
old is this photo? This photo must have been from like what the 90s? God, he looks super young here. Like the early 2000s.
That. I'm just glad they are not our neighbors. For completely different reasons, Ukraine. Shut up.
Okay.
The fourth best portfolio option after FD, shares,
Everyone
and
goes
real
to
estate.
Dubai. Oh, he skips over it.
Considering the
Okay.
British ruled us for over 190 years, anything we say about them is either PTSD or Stockholm Syndrome. So, say, writing a book about how the colonial rule had a devastating effect on India, yeah, that's PTSD. Being born in London and publishing the same book there, that's Stockholm Syndrome. But I believe there's a lot
Okay.
more give and take. For instance, they handed us the Champions Trophy but wrecked us in semi-finals. But majorly, the relationship between India and UK is defined by how each other royally fuck up whatever the other gives. For instance, they gave us the railways, we fucked it up. We gave them tea, they fucked it up. They gave us urban planning, we fucked it up. We gave them Rishi Sunak, uh, he fucked it up.
Oh no.
Anything here that's not UK is Europe to us. We know there's Germany, France, and Italy somewhere, thanks to MS Paris and pizza, but you can't have places the size of Goa and Delhi and get to call them a country,
Why
okay?
not?
Please. When we travel 200 kilometers, we call it a picnic trip.
I mean,
When they
okay, so this is the same argument that a lot of Americans say. It's like Europeans always tell Americans that they're well traveled and they go to many different countries, and it's like, and then the American rebuttal is, our country is literally as big as all of Europe or bigger. Like you could literally go like you can travel like the length of Europe and you compare it and you would still be like in Texas. So like it's crazy.
they travel
Anyways,
200 kilometers, it's bloody immigration. Look at it this way, we treat the EU like a single country more than the EU treats itself.
it should be why oh whoo that's I was gonna say it should be a single country. No, it shouldn't.
Ugh,
What's wrong? Oh, I get it.
I only have to say this.
I get it.
I'm ready to leave everything and join an Australian university if it means Travis Head's daughter has one less seat to get a scholarship someday.
Whoa.
Hey, Narcos.
Narcos is in North America, not South America. Just saying, it's in Mexico. Mexico is not in South America.
Here's how India's relationship is with some of the most dangerous countries in the world. North Korea. Hey, we ain't got no beef with you. You do you, mate. No problems at all. Afghanistan. Yo, brother, you need some help? Tell me. You need some help? I'm here, bro. 24/7, I'm here for you. Here's how India's relationship is with Canada. You lying ass piece of bitch. You got proof? Tell me. You wanna fight me? Huh? You better be ready with some proof, asshole. In my opinion, the Japs would have been our best friends if not for the language and the 6,000 huge as Pacific barrier. Here's why. A little extra focus on culture, respect, and traditions? Check. No concept of work life balance? Oh,
Oof.
check.
You ready to work a 90-hour work week, guys?
Cities that are unable to sustain its own population? Checkity check. Get confused with their neighbor whom they absolutely abhor? Check, check, check. Oh, speaking of, by the way, during the duration of this video, China just built another Dhamma road in Pakistan.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the video. Oh my goodness. It was funny. It was funny. Again, I really like this channel. It's a very, very funny channel. Highly suggest it. So please go check it out. Link is in the description down below, guys. Oh my god. Look at this pinned comment. I would say you're going to be viral, but I don't think we need to compete with China here as well. The HMPV topical comment, coronavirus topical comment. And to be fair, civilization did peak with Sydney Sweeney. Bro, the pan spitting. Yeah, I don't even know what it's called. It's pan, right? While drinking tea, when I visited Bhutan, we walked across the border. I'm Indian, so I get to say this. The pan on the road instantly stopped at the Bhutanese side. Like clearly, you should be better about that. Miss you, Vodafone. Never heard of Vodafone. I'm from the USA and can confirm the US Americans do not know where India is. Hey, hold on a second. I know where it's at. I know where it's at. I know where it is at. Reply. As a Chandigarh citizen, I do not know more of what is going on. I do know more of what is going on in Detroit than in my own city. Everyone knows what's going on in Detroit. Crime, poverty, poor choices by the local government. Is nobody going to talk about how literally we just skipped, what was the name of the country again? Well, he skipped the entire continent of Africa. Africa isn't a country. Um, I mean, there's a lot of like Indian diaspora in like South Africa, right? Um, anyways, an American actress with an Australian name being watched by an Indian in a Chinese phone. USSR did Russia is big solid by helping India in 1972. True. I didn't look at the view count and thought this video must be having a few million views. How many does it have? I don't look at view counts either. 30K, 30,000. The African part made sense. Oof. As an African, I love Indians. I have a bunch of friends here in Durban. What an African name for a city, Durban. Okay. Um, you're gonna go viral. Love your video. The video deserves millions of views. I'm just glad they're not our neighbors for completely different reasons. Ukraine, shut up. Let's be real. All of us miss the Vodafone ads. I've never seen a Vodafone ad. And that's how I found my new favorite channel. Trust me, this channel's funny. He's made a lot of funny videos. Damn, this satire amazingly done. I like how South America is not even mentioned, or South America is not even mentioned. True. True. The said Narcos. Narcos is a thing that's set in like Mexico. So video production is super good, dude. I think this video will blow up millions of views. Lamaf. Ow. The Russian analogy is so real. Genuinely well crafted video. First video of yours I watched. It's quite funny. Awesome video, man. Dude, you are like the best news reporter, comedian, and most honest Indian I have met. Like, I can agree with literally everything you said, but you forgot to mention how we see Arabian countries maybe for better. Hmm. Hmm. Not gonna lie, that was much better than I expected. Damn, that was good. All right, let's go look at some new comments, see if there's anything new. Anything on the new side. Oh no, China did it again. But still, India is way behind China. India needs some serious development, or else it will remain as a shithole just like it has been for the past 200 years. Aren't like the biggest mega projects in the world right now currently happening in India? Koreans got that one covered. The most bare bones analysis of the campaign. I love it. Could have been funnier. It had it been better informed. What? No, that's not the point. It was, but okay. Sometimes like, whoo, it goes right over people's heads, right? Yo, what the fuck? Finally, a funny YouTuber with original jokes. That's what I'm saying, man. Lol, Africa should be Indian company investments. A lot of companies, a lot of countries are investing in Africa though, so you gotta rush if you want it to be that. What a bad luck. Amazing video, but still 12K subs. He needs more subscribers, guys. I don't know why I'm saying that. I have, well, I mean, some of the people on my channel probably aren't subscribed to him, so, go subscribe. Go subscribe. And that's how I found mine. Oh, I already read that. A love from India, hate Pakistan, Allah. What? Okay. Westerners don't see Indians as part of the largest democracy or fastest growing economy. I do. I have gone on Twitter and talked to so many Westerners. It's pretty common to see Indians as smelly people since most of them don't wear body spray, unhygienic, defecate on the streets with no toilets, dangerous for women to go near, live in slums, etc. Just don't go on Twitter. Twitter is full of deranged, brainwashed people, Pakistani and Chinese bots, Russian bots, bots of all kinds, honestly. But the Indian hate is directly from like Pakistani Chinese bots pushing the narrative, and then the dumb, brainless people that just jump on the bandwagon. You forgot South Africa, New Zealand, and all the diaspora nations. Hey, I mentioned South Africa as a diaspora nation. Anyways, we're done. We're done with the video. We're done. Go check it out. Really fun channel. Highly recommend it. That being said, it's now time for the shameless plug segment of my video. Go check out my other channels. Reldrick, just standard Reldrick. This is my gaming channel. I'm currently playing through a long playlist of let's play, God, of Pow World, as you can see here. I've done other games too, horror games. I've done face cam. I don't know about face cam. I've done furry games. Check out the furry games. um, I also have my geoguessing channel where I do the geoguessing stuff. It's fun. It's a fun channel. I highly recommend this channel as well. I like playing Geoguessr, just exploring the world. I do India. I do a lot of India, but I do also a lot of other parts of the world as well. I've done Korea, Russia, Mexico, USA. Um, like the whole world as well. So just go check it out. Go check it out, guys. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and go now. Take care. Goodbye.